Hello, my name is Ahmet, and I'll be discussing the topic Do Employee Personality Traits Influence Job Performance? The title of my chosen article is Effects of Personality Traits, the Big Five, on Expatriates' Adjustment and Job Performance. So, what exactly are the Big Five personality traits? The five-factor model of personality is the dominant model of today, since it is strongly supported with research and evidence. The five personality traits have been assembled into an easy-to-remember acronym, OCEAN. The O stands for openness. Openness is described as an acceptance of or receptiveness to change or new ideas, an ability to think outside the box. Some words that describe open individuals are imaginative, insightful, daring, creative, and curious. The C stands for conscientiousness. It is a trait that can be described as the tendency to control impulses and act in socially acceptable ways and behaviors that facilitate goal-directed behavior. Conscientious people excel in their ability to work within the rules and plan and organize effectively. Someone who is high on conscientiousness can be described as persistent, diligent, organized, reliable, and punctual. The E stands for extroversion. It is concerned with where an individual draws their energy and how they interact with others. In general, extroverts draw energy from interacting with others and seek opportunities for social interaction. Extroverts are described as sociable, assertive, energetic, outgoing, and friendly. The A stands for agreeableness. This factor concerns how well people get along with others. People high on agreeableness are described as helpful, empathetic, amiable, and considerate. The N stands for neuroticism. It is the one big five factor in which a high score indicates more negative traits. It encompasses one's emotional stability and general temper. Individuals high on neuroticism can be described as awkward, jealous, anxious, timid, and insecure. So what are expatriates and why are they important? Expatriates are individuals living outside their native country. In the last 2 decades, the demand for expatriates has increased due to global business expansion. The purpose of huge investment and addition of resources into this initiative is to make international operations successful, which ultimately depends on the improved performance of expatriates. Therefore, multinational corporations are focusing on their job performance because they realize that better job performance will help them to successfully operate their international initiative and get a competitive advantage in the global market. The aim of this study was to investigate what effect the Big Five personality traits had on expatriate job adjustment and performance. It was anticipated that the Big Five personality traits directly affected expatriate adjustment and job performance in a positive manner. An individual having these five personality characteristics may have the ability to build good professional relationships, achieve goals, get promoted, and improve performance. Participants consisted of 230 expatriates working in Malaysia at the time, originating from many different countries. There were 230 questionnaires administered. 207 of these were returned, 6 of these were disregarded due to unreasonable answers, and therefore, a total of 201 questionnaires remained. Of these 201 responses, 153 were male and 48 were female. The lower number of female respondents might be due to the fact that females are reluctant to work internationally. All participants had been working in their current organizations for more than 2 years, and a total of 192 respondents had previous international experience. Expatriates were citizens of 12 countries, which include Australia, Bangladesh, Canada, China, England, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Japan, Pakistan, and Thailand. But I have a critique on this method. There could be a possibility that expatriates from Indonesia and Singapore may not have an adjustment problem due to cultural similarities, including similar language, food, weather, traditions, and religious practices, as compared to expatriates from Canada or England. Therefore, these individuals from similar Asian countries do not feel as alienated or separated from society as someone from Canada or England would. Hence, they can build relationships quicker and they will feel less anxious and therefore have a better job performance. But overall, a decent diversity of countries were selected from various continents. There were 2 questionnaires constructed and delivered to expatriates and their peers. The first questionnaire consisted of 182 true or false statements based around the Big Five personality traits. It is possible that a social desirability bias can occur with some responses. an individual may want to appear more extroverted than they truly are. Hence, this will alter their responses to suit this. This can make data unreliable and inaccurate. The second questionnaire was to be completed by an expatriate's peer and consisted of 10 questions relating to the expatriate's job performance, where peers responded based on an agreement to disagreement scale. This questionnaire gets rid of the social desirability bias that can occur for number 1, but there can be a friendship bias that could occur. This means that peers could feel cruel if they mark their friends harshly and will mark them higher on the scale just to make them happy or feel better. Also, this questionnaire has much less questions compared to the first one. I would suggest that they add more questions to this questionnaire. The results supported their hypothesis. Individuals who were extroverted, agreeable, conscientious, emotionally stable, and open were more likely to adjust to their working environment more efficiently. They were able to interact with peers positively, adapt to the new culture, and form better relationships with their peers, hence improving their job performance at work. This table shows 5 hypotheses, one for each personality trait and their corresponding p-value. The p-value is a measure of significance. A p-value less than 0.05 suggests that there is strong evidence for the hypothesis, hence it is accepted. This is demonstrated in the table. All hypotheses have a p-value below 0.05, hence they are all accepted. Individuals who have a high level of openness can adjust their behavior according to different situational and cultural cues. These expatriates can correctly assess the host country culture in order to adjust and perform better in their host country. If expatriates are open to experience new culture, values, and beliefs, their reaction towards host country differences will be positive. Furthermore, an expatriate with wide interest and imaginative personality might adjust in the host country faster and improve his or her performance with higher productivity. Expatriates who are motivated to achieve conscientiousness spend more time on task completion and meet job expectations while under stressful conditions. Therefore, this task-oriented behavior may lead to effective work adjustment and task achievement. Conscientious expatriates can develop effective questioning skills which can help them adopt to foreign culture easily. Hence, they can build better relationships with host country nationals, known as HCNs, and third country nationals, known as TCNs, which positively affects job performance. An expatriate's reputation affects their status in the host country and their level of social acceptance. When expatriates get a good reputation in the host country, their chances to become a leader or achieve promotion increases. Therefore, when expatriates develop a reputation of being conscientious, their reputation in the organization grows and job performance increases. Extroverted expatriates possess superior assertive and talkative skills which help them to adjust in their work and general environment. Furthermore, assertive skills also help expatriates to interact with HCNs and TCNs positively and develop better relationships with them. Extroverted individuals are more efficient in adapting to new social environments, therefore they adopt the new culture rapidly and are able to focus on succeeding in their job. Agreeableness is positively related to cooperative behavior. Therefore, agreeableness can help expatriates to effectively communicate and build better relationships with HCNs and TCNs, and in return can reduce the stress related to both work and non-work aspects of international assignments. Agreeableness can help the individual to form and maintain social alliance to support his or her social and professional life. In addition, expatriates who are more agreeable report greater cross-cultural adjustment, which further relates to expatriate job performance because they are good at resolving conflict and developing mutual understanding with other TCNs and HCNs. Expatriates with agreeableness behavior might also reduce the argument level and develop social harmony in the workplace, which helps expatriates to adjust in the host country's culture and perform better during international assignments. An individual low in neuroticism can effectively handle problematic situations in a new environment since they are more emotionally stable and will not immediately become anxious and stressed in their new environment. In contrast to individuals high in neuroticism, they can become more agitated and aggressive in their new environments. Emotional stability might help an individual to face and tolerate the cultural differences and get along with their peers. Therefore, if an expatriate tolerates the difference between the host country and their parent country, they can develop relationships faster, which helps them to adjust in the host country and perform better at work. Overall, the Big 5 personality traits directly influenced expatriate adjustment and job performance. Future studies should research cultural factors and how personality can help expatriates handle cultural similarities and differences. This is the reference for my article. Thank you for listening.